We're in the grounds now of Cong Castle, and I'm on a jaunting cart this time, and as we pass the castle, there's an old part. The castle itself is relatively new, but there is an old part, and I wondered who actually built that castle.
Built by the Normans back in about the 12th century.
Right.
The Guinnesses came here and sometime like 1847.
They built all this?
And there was the house at the back here. You see it when we come around out to the front again.
Yeah.
The slated part, and they bought that. And they went to build. They started building in about 1850.
Right.
And they finished the building of the castle after 12 years.
Terrific, yeah.
Now, they owned as well in the area as well. Outside the bridge here was a different estate. It was called the Elwood Estate, and they bought it and they let the two into one. Now, they had 3,500 acres of land with it, and through the 3,000 acres of land, there was 25 miles of a road, and it took 12 men, I believe. There was 12 men employed on that road from one end of the year to the other, with horses and carts keeping the avenues maintained.
Yeah.
The Guinnesses, they left here in 1939, and it's the hotel since that.
Right. Who took it over after the Guinnesses?
A man called Noel Huggard. He was from County Kerry. He leased it from the government for 30 years, and his lease expired in 1939. And an American millionaire took it over then called John M. Mulcahy, and he spent something like $1.5 million in it.
Did he bring it to the state now?
The state it's in now. He added on extra bedrooms on it and all that. Like, he was there, then he had it for about 10 years, and something happened and it changed hands again, and there's a syndicate of Americans now involved in it, including Tony O'Reilly.
That's right, yeah.
Tony O'Reilly is one of those now.
The river that goes to the grounds, what's the name of that river?
The river, it's where the Loch Mask flows into Cong. Right. And down on that, do you see there where the young lad is cycling?
I do, yeah.
And on the right hand side there, if you remember in the Quiet Manford where the priest was fishing,
right,
that's where he fell into the water. Do you remember Maureen O'Hara came up to him and she had this story, things weren't getting after she getting married, things weren't getting onto her in the bedroom, if you remember. That's and right. He mentioned it to her in Gaelic, and she came back, yes, she mentioned it in Gaelic, and he came back, yes, he said, tell it in English, and she did. She mentioned something about a bag and a sleeping bag she was referring to. With that, he hooked the salmon, and with the excitement, he forgot what she was saying, and he jumped out into the water, and he lashed the salmon. Do you remember that now?
I did, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
well.
Yeah. Did they use a lot of the grounds here in the making of that film?
Oh, they did, yeah. And ahead of it here now, Danaher's houses.
Right. Are you from the area yourself?
I live down here in the village of Cong, yeah.
Right. Would you remember any of the activity around when that film was being made?
I was not, because I was a young fella and I was gone away doing an apprenticeship.
Oh, were you?
I didn't even see one shot of it being taken.
Did you not?
Well, yeah.
When would your season start doing this? When would it start?
Doing this about roughly 6 weeks. The horse and cat don't done too much yet until the 1st of July.
Right. Well, this is handy enough for you, isn't it? I mean,
it's okay now.
It beats working, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's only,
We're coming into Robin Hood territory now.
Robin Hood, aye. An old man, he was about 65 years at the time, and his wife was 60.
Right.
And the land commissioner was dividing a bit of land in the area.
Yeah.
And the neighbours were objecting to this old fella getting land, married no family that he didn't need it.
Right.
So because the morning anyway, the land commissioner went in to interview him about land. John Goggins' name. Are you Mr. Goggins? I am, he said. Are you married? Yes, I am. Have you family? Not yet, he said. Not yet, and the wife 60 years.
Yeah.